Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today is episode 2 of adding your guys' suggestions to the LEGO City. So let's get started. If you guys haven't watched the first episode where I added your guys' suggestions to the city, I'm going to put that in the top right for you. But the first place that we're going to start today is in this front corner of the LEGO City, where I got a comment on one of my recent videos where I added in the plants here to add some dandelions and some yellow flowers to make it look like some more natural wildlife. And I think that's a great idea, so I'm going to add those in, and hopefully it turns out really good. These are the two types of flower pieces that I used, the 1x1 studs, as well as these flowers with the peg hole underneath them. And I think this looks great, honestly. I think the difference between the stud as well as the one with the peg, I think they work really well together, and I think it actually looks really good. So once again, thank you to whoever suggested that. I think it's a great idea, and it adds a lot of color to this area. And here's a bit of a farther away angle for you so you can kind of see how it looks from a distance. And again, I think it looks great. I really do like this. And so now that this area is pretty much done for now, let's move on to the next suggestion. So the next suggestion was to add raised planter boxes next to where the future market area is going to go. So let me tinker with a couple of different types of pieces and see what I can come up with here. Because I think it's a really good idea, but I have to visually see it and kind of place a test sample in here to see if it's actually possible. Okay, so this is pretty ugly, but I came up with a rough design of what this raised planter box could look like. And my first thought was to use these 2x2 snot pieces. And I have a lot of them in sand blue from the Pick-a-Brick wall, which I got a really long time ago. And so I decided to use those. Again, this is a rough template of what I could use. This is not what it's going to actually end up looking like. So obviously, all of these colors here will definitely change, except for the brown on top, obviously. But yeah, I have also these corner headlight bricks, or corner snot bricks from the Pick-a-Brick wall as well as these green or sand green snot bricks, which I believe were also from the Pick-a-Brick wall at some point. And so I was also planning on using these, but I forgot that if you put these next to each other, the tiles don't exactly line up. So let me just give you guys a bit of a demonstration here. So as you guys can see, it's off by about a half of a plate, or yeah, I think it's about a half of a plate of height. And so I'm not a huge fan of that, to be totally honest with you. And so also I can't connect this to the base plate anymore with having this tile here. Whereas on this side, when I use the sand green snot brick, I can. And I'm planning on putting 1x3 tiles all the way around the edge to kind of give it an enclosed feel, but I don't have very many 1x3 tiles, much less any in tan, which is, I think, what I would make it in. I think I would make everything that's not reddish brown, I think, would be tan, and to give it kind of like a fresh wood feel, and or maybe dark tan, but I think probably regular tan would look better personally. But if you guys have a preference, make sure to leave a comment down below. But yeah, I do really like this idea. I like where it's going, and I like how it is turning out, actually. So thank you to whoever suggested this idea. I think it's actually really cool, and I would definitely have to buy pieces, which I will most certainly do in the next Bricklink or Bricks and Pieces order that I make. I will buy pieces for this so that I can actually see what this looks like in person. And then eventually I'll build a couple of these. Maybe in total I'll probably have like 2 or 3 of these over in the farm. So then people can come, and here's a minifigure for scale, by the way. So if I press this down onto the plate here, you put your figure next to it, and it actually looks pretty good. So I think the height is good. It is slightly tall, but there's not much I can really do about that. So I think it's fine, honestly. I could also just have the grass raised up and around it, so then it would kind of look maybe like this here. So then he's up a plate. So I think that actually looks pretty good. And so I might end up doing that, but that's also a long ways out because I would need to order these pieces and assemble these and actually get the market stalls in place as well. So let's test fit this over in the farm to see what that could actually look like. Okay, so if the market stalls are going to go somewhere in this region here, like on this base plate maybe, I'm thinking that these planters would probably go about here-ish. Actually, they might end up going this way. I am kind of thinking of this on the fly, just kind of spitballing ideas at you guys. And so I'm thinking either maybe if, let's say I have 3 of them, I put them kind of parallel to the road like this, and then it would be 1, 2, and 3, or I have it perpendicular to the road like so, and then it would be 1, 2, 3. So if you guys have a preference, make sure to leave a comment down below. But once again, thank you to whoever suggested this. I think this is actually a really good idea, and it will add a nice little variation to the farm over here. And so on that note, I'm going to wrap up today's video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what I did, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as well as click the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. If you guys have any feedback for me on these projects that I tackled today, or if there's any suggestions that you want to see me implement into the city, make sure to drop a comment down below. And once again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.